Hi guys, welcome back to KISE live stream. I'm Elizabeth Mutinda. I hope you're doing fine, and when you see me, there's something in store. We have an exclusive interview that is about to go down, but before that, don't forget to be in touch with us. You can leave a comment, a question, opinions, anything that you want to communicate to us. We are open. Karibuni sana, and stick around and up to until the end. So today we're going to talk about, we're going to be looking at the Department of Software Engineering, just a brief description of what it is. If you remember last time we talked about H.O.D, which is also a part of software engineering. So we thought, why not introduce you to software engineering, and then yeah, you can anticipate for more to come. So with me I have my colleague. He's going to introduce himself, and then we will dig right into the conversation. Karibu sana.
Thank you very much.
I hope you are okay.
Yes,
Feel
I'm
comfortable.
Okay. Thank you.
And thank you too for coming.
No.
So please introduce yourself before we get right into the conversation.
Alright, so my name is Mr. John Kinyanjui. I head the software engineering department, and I also do training in the same department.
Okay, what is software engineering?
So software engineering as a field, we can define it as a discipline where someone, a developer, normally takes user requirements, they go about the process of designing or creating the software, and then they deliver the software to the end user or to the client.
Okay, and
yes.
What are the overall steps that one needs to take to become a software engineer?
So, as a field, the steps, they are broad, but if we are to maybe shorten them, one, we can say, as a developer, you have to enroll in a school. Normally, they are the schools that offer technical software engineering as a course, like our school here. Then you go through the entire course, either a diploma or a degree course. After that, you gain experience or exposure through internships, attachments, working on different jobs, different clients. So yes, after that, after those three steps, you can now comfortably call yourself a developer.
Okay.
Yes.
And what are the steps that are required for one to become a software engineer?
For starters, we can say a software engineer is supposed to be a critical thinker. Yes, critical thinker, because a software engineer is a problem solver.
Okay.
So when you're faced with a challenge or with a problem, you are supposed to be in a position to think through the problem. So critical thinker. Number two, you must be a team player. Often in the field, software engineers are going to be working in a team, be it whether you're working in a company or whether you're working alone, but you will often find yourself working in a team. The other one is a problem solver, though that one goes hand in hand with critical thinking. I believe that's it. Maybe the other thing we can say is someone who is going to pay attention to detail. The softwares that we create are supposed to be good and solve the problems of the end user, the person who is going to be using it.
Okay.
Yes.
And in software you talk about programming.
Yes.
What is programming language?
Now, first of all, broadly, a language, you can think of it as the normal human languages that we speak.
Okay.
Mother tongue, Kiswahili, English, those languages. So in programming, we still have languages that we can classify. So those languages normally help in creating software tailored towards, we can say, a certain device. For example, mobile phones, websites, desktop computers. But a language is just that, what we normally use to write software.
Okay, interesting.
Yes.
So what can you list some of these common, or tell us some of these common languages used?
Now, as per the common languages that are used, I won't go into the detail of classifying them. I can just list.
Okay.
So we have Java, we have Python, we have PHP, we have JavaScript, we have SQL, we have Go. There are so many languages that are there.
Okay, and is there a difference between computer science and software engineering?
Yes. Now, computer science, first of all, is normally offered as a degree program.
Okay.
But in software engineering, we have the diploma options. Now, computer science is the field that entails the theoretical part of it.
Okay.
What you're going to get in practical aspect in computer science is very little compared to what you get in software engineering. So computer science deals with the general computing, but software engineering is directed towards software development. So it is practical in nature.
Okay.
Yes.
And what are some of software engineering activities?
Now, for the software engineering activities, we can classify them as what we normally call the software development life cycle or the program development life cycle. So as a developer or as a software engineer, first thing you'll do is have, we normally call it problem specification. So a certain client is going to approach you and tell you they need software, they need the details of what they intend or they need the software for. So stage one or the first step normally is to understand the client and exactly what they need. After that, you go and sit down on your own and you design the software. Normally in designing the software, we use some few tools. One, we can have flowcharts, we can have something we call pseudocode, but flowcharts and pseudocode are just try to simplify the work that you're going to be doing. After that second step, normally we go to the step of now sitting down, picking a language that you're going to use from the languages I listed earlier, and then you start creating the software. Normally we say you start writing the code. After that, you go to a step we normally call debugging. So debugging is removing of, we call them bugs or just errors.
Okay.
After that, you go to deploying the software, where once you're through, you can then take the software to the intended recipient, whoever needed to use the software.
Okay.
There is also the step of maintenance, which is equally important. So in the step of maintenance, you find someone may want to upgrade or to update the software they were using. There can be some few changes which have to be added there or featured there.
Okay.
So basically that is the process.
Right.
Yes.
And what are some of the career paths that one can take after pursuing software engineering?
Now, the field of software engineering is wide. Actually, if I were to go back to the point of programming languages, they are classified. They have several ways, or we have several ways we can classify the languages. So, to answer the question of career paths, we have specialists or people who we normally call database administrators. So those ones are going to be involved with everything to do with the database. So the servers of a company, everything to do with the database, who can log in, who can access the system and all that.
Okay.
We have mobile phone application developers. So those ones, normally we have Android, we have iPhones. So the softwares that are used in those two platforms, we have developers who have specialized in that line of work. We have web development, and web development normally is broad, because web development normally gives us three classes. So you can have someone who may call himself a front-end developer. So basically they design the user interface. You have a back-end developer. They normally work with data and how to get data from a certain server, how to save data into a certain server. And then we have a web developer who will combine both. When they combine both, they normally call a full stack developer. So that is a person who can do front end and back end. We also have enterprise developers. In the field of enterprise development, Java is known as a language that is normally used in that line. So with Java, we normally have enterprise developers who deal with back-end web development. Is there any other that I've left out? I don't think so.
Okay.
Yes.
And what are some of the challenges that software engineers face?
I can say number one, which is very key, is discipline. Discipline in terms of learning, because software engineering is not hard, but it does require time. You give yourself time to learn and go through everything in order for you to sit down and start writing code. So discipline is important. That discipline is still supposed to be maintained as you're creating the software, as you're writing the code. Number two, I can say, is the field of, I don't know whether I can call it IT generally, evolves. Again, it changes. I can even say every day. Now with the field changing, you may find that the tools that you learned as you are going through your diploma or your degree course will have changed. So that one is still a challenge. If you stick with what you learned the first days, you may not be up to par with the market. The other challenge I can give is time constraints. When you take on a project, there is what the client requires and there is what you as a developer requires. So the client may give you a time frame. You are either supposed to agree or you change the time frame that the client has given you. So if you agree, it means you must deliver as per the timeline you agree. So that challenge is there. It faces many people. Then there is also the challenge of delivering quality software. So that one may go hand in hand with time constraints. So if you have limited time, you may end up delivering software that is not up to standard.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow, that was quite interesting, you guys, and I hope that you've learned something, and of course we will be back with more. That is in terms of practical. We just did the theoretical part of it.
Yes.
The introduction. We will be back with practicals. You can get in touch if you want anything or any information that you want to be informed about, or any comment or opinion that you want to communicate to us. Please don't forget to leave it in the comments section, and please don't forget to subscribe and like our Facebook page if you are watching us on Facebook, and share it with friends and family. So any final words or anything other that you want to say to our audience?
Yes, the only thing I can add, or as I can put as a parting shot, is programming is fun. And the field is very interesting. Writing code is something that is easy to learn, easy to implement, and it's a lot of fun.
Okay.
So anyone who is watching out there, I would advise you to join us. We go through the learning process together and we have fun together.
Okay, so thank you so much for sticking around, and please don't forget to get in touch with us. You can visit our website, that is Kenya Institute of Software Engineering and Professional Studies, or you can, if you're watching us on Facebook, get in touch with us through the number that is on our page, or you can just leave a comment section and we will guide you through. Thank you so much.